Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be discussing the best game modes to farm for every single resource here in Anime Vanguards. So without further ado, let's get started with this video because today, well, it's a very special day. Yes, we just reached 50k subscribers just recently, and this is a very special day. I'm very happy to have a community like this. I'm sorry if this is interrupting the video. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who supported me so far. We're gonna be doing a bunch of giveaways, and also I did this kind of little event where I wanted to get some of my fans that are in the Discord to be part of this video. And yeah, they're mostly, not all of them are here because we have 50,000 people, but there's a lot of them right now here, and yeah, they get to be part of the video. These guys are from Discord, so if you want to be part of videos like this, then you gotta hop on the Discord. So if you're wondering what giveaways we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be giving away a Galaxy Ishtar skin, which is pretty rare. We're gonna be giving away one of these bundles right here, either this one or this one, and then we're gonna be doing away, I believe, 1 or 2 battle passes. So all of those giveaways are gonna be on the Discord if you want to be part of them. So without further ado, let's move on. Alright, so first and foremost, we have several currencies. We have gems, we have gold, we have rerolls, and then I'm also going to be including the evolution items, which is the stars, and then also the stat chips. But mainly it's just going to be the gems, the gold, and then the trait rerolls, which are the most important currencies in this game. We're going to first start with gems, and in my opinion, the best way to farm gems is going to be, if you want a very fast method of farming it, then it's going to be without a doubt bounties. Bounties is going to be mentioned again later on in this video because bounties is really overpowered. And bounties, essentially, if you finish all 10 bounties, it will give you 5,000 gems. This will take you somewhere around 30 minutes to an hour if you want to do the bounties. So yeah, pretty interesting. Somewhere around 30 minutes to an hour for 5,000 gems. But then another really convenient method you could do is just farm infinite. Just basically farm infinite, AFK in infinite. And by AFKing in infinite, you could easily get, like for example in Planet Namek, right? Or get to a wave as high as, 197. They should take you around 30 minutes to an hour, but it's mostly AFK. You could get like 1,000, 2,000, maybe even more gems, but also it will give you a lot of gold. These two are without a doubt the best game modes for farming gems. It's just that infinite is more AFK. Bounties is more, you have to really actually play it. You can't just leave it. You can't just be AFK when doing bounties or else you'll lose. But infinite, you can actually AFK it, which makes it a lot more easy to farm. So if you're going to ask me, I'd definitely give it to infinite. In my opinion, it's the best game mode to farm for gems because you can do it for an entire day and get more than 5,000 gems with infinite. So infinite, if you really want gems, this is the way to do it. If you want quick gems, in my opinion, bounties is the way to do it as well. Now the next one is gonna be gold, and honestly for gold, the best way to do it is simply just doing boss events. Now the reason why, specifically the Saber boss event, why? Because just doing a few Saber boss events and gaining around 100 of these tokens right here, you can basically buy all of this, and this is around 500,000 gems. So without a doubt, this is the only thing you actually need to do for farming gold. You don't need to do Odyssey, you don't need to do any other game mode. Literally just do this like once every now and then, and you're gonna have more than enough gold for pretty much the entire game. For pretty much anything you want to do, you're gonna have enough gold. So yeah, just doing the Saber boss rush is enough to get a ton of gold. The Saber boss rush is gonna be up like every 2-3 weeks maybe, but some other boss rushes will also have gold for sale. It won't give as much as the Saber one, but they're all gonna give a lot of gold, and it's really the best way to get gold in my opinion. There's nothing that even comes close to how easy it is to get gold in boss rush. So in my opinion, farming this for gold is the best thing. Boss event, I believe infinite also gives you a decent amount of gold, but in my opinion, boss event is literally unbeatable when it comes to gold farming. Now the next one is going to be trait rerolls, and trait rerolls is going to be interesting because I don't think that there's specifically a best game mode to farm for it, because the really best method for trait rerolls, if you want to call it that, is farming literally everything that you can. However, if you were going to ask me, in my opinion, the best game mode to specifically farm for rerolls is going to be challenges. However, if you actually want to make the most use out of this, you are going to basically need to do it so often. So for example, right now there's weekly challenges. I can get it 20 rerolls from that. daily challenges, I can get 3 rerolls, and if there's a 2 times, it's gonna be 6 rerolls. And then I can do the regular challenges. This one I can do every 30 minutes, and it's gonna give me 1 to 2 rerolls depending on if the 2 times player reward or whatever is active. Now this will give you more than bounties will, however you are also gonna need to farm it even more. But again, I will say that this is the best game mode to farm for reroll specifically. Boss Rush also is a close second because it's easy to just, but in my opinion, challenges literally just sits at the top of it. If you want challenges every now and then, do weekly, do daily, do regular, and you're gonna get a decent amount of, you know, rerolls. So let's actually go right now and test out the weekly challenges. So we're gonna do it right now. By the way, this will also give you 25,000 gold, so that's pretty good. So as you guys can see right here, I got 20 trait rerolls from just doing that weekly challenge. I got 30 green essence stones, 20 super stat chips, and a bunch of different stuff. Now, as for all the other stuff like stat chips and then, you know, the stars, the best way to do the stars as well, in my opinion, in right now is simply by doing the legend stages. Now obviously legend stages are, you know, kind of annoying to do, but the best thing about legend stages is if you haven't collected, for example, Yamamoto yet, you can farm the stage where Yamamoto is in, and while you're farming for, let's say, stars or for evolution, you have a 0.75 chance of getting Yamamoto, right? Or if you don't have Igris yet, you can do that for Igris, right? If you don't have, you know, Boo yet, you can do that for Boo. So the best, or, you know, for the familiars, which are actually very overpowered. So it's very nice to do this, and you are going to be getting green essence stones from the legend stages. I think it's the best way still to be farming because it has no limit. Now challenges are also a pretty great way to get stars, but I don't think it is close to legend stages, especially since legend stages can be macroable. You can do this though, like every 30 minutes if you want to, but again, the best part about legend stages is it's macroable, right? So in my opinion, that is the best way to gain essence stones, because it's something that you could basically just macro, leave for a day, just come back, and you're gonna have a ton of stones. But you could also do this as a close second. As for stat chips though, I think it's gonna be boss events, because like, take a look at this. You can buy 15 stat chips from this and 25 super stat chips. So it's in my opinion the best way to just farm it. You can also do challenges to collect stat chips and, you know, all those other things. Maybe you could even buy it from the gold shop, but it's just so much easier to farm every once a week and then get stat chips and super stat chips from the boss events, you know, and save them up for the next update. So yeah, that's pretty much every single currency in the game. Now, you also, if you count corruption as currencies, then maybe you can farm Odyssey for corruption. I really don't count this yet as a currency. I really only just count the gems, gold, trait rerolls, and then the stat chips, stars, and then yeah, that's pretty much it as currency. And if you really needed them, then hopefully this video helped you out. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out, everybody. Peace out.